Hey, I'm Mindi O. Welcome to the Mindi O Show. Today's exercise is the leg extension. I'll show you the standard leg extension, but I'll also show you my variation. Okay, so today we're focusing on quadriceps and we're using the leg extension machine. So this is an isolation exercise. Mostly it's for concentration and muscle contraction. And like I said, it's isolating the quadriceps. So typically you would load in, making sure that the pad's just resting just above the ankle. Your knees in line with the pivot. Your back should be flat against the pad, chest nice and tall, and you're just going to contract, lift through the quads. You're going to get a full contraction. You can play with your foot placement a little bit. You can point your toes, you can flex your toes, you can turn them in, and that's when you get into a little bit more when you're trying to focus on your weaknesses and just reshaping the legs. But in general, you want full range of motion. And you're always going to be in control of the exercise. So that's what the standard leg extension machine is typically for. Over the years, because we are in such a visual sport, what I started doing, by staying in this position, I started getting my legs very blocky and heavy. So what I started doing, just through trial and error, is basically I would put the seat back just a little bit, and then I would just be more on an angle. So you can bring your hips off as well on the way back, so you get a bit of a fuller stretch, I suppose. But what I found was it really started developing more of my lower quad, but it lengthened the muscle, so I had nicer lines in my legs, so the hip flexor to the quad. So for me that worked, and for my clients it works. Again, it's all trial and error. You really want to focus on the contraction. You're always in control of the muscles, so it's making that mind-muscle connection. Okay, so from a different angle, so dead on, this is the leg extension machine again. It's more of the mind-muscle connection. It's an isolation exercise, so concentration and contraction. This is a good exercise to start with for warm-up, warming up the knees and the joints, and it's also a good finisher. So here's some different variations. Like I said, you can keep your toes facing flexed in a position. You're going to feel a full contraction. Point your toes, you'll feel it more lower quad. If you turn your toes in and bring your knees together on the way down, it's going to give you more focus on the lower quad, so the quad sweep. Obviously in our sport, we're very in a visual sport, so I do a lot of unilateral exercises. So I'll start with my weaker leg and do about 15 to 20 repetitions, I guess depending on where I am in my program, if I'm warming up or finishing. But so make sure you keep it balanced and just really focus on that contraction, lifting that full contraction squeeze, and you want to make sure you're using full range of motions at all times. So another option you can do is alternating leg extensions. So you're going to load in the exact same way. Again, it's going to help balance out your legs. And that's it. So based on the three that I just showed you, give them all a try, see what works for you. They all are beneficial. So let me know how it goes. So thanks for joining me today in my studio. Today's exercise, we focused on the leg extensions. Make sure you stop by and check out the rest of the videos. See you soon.